Hi guys, my name is Kayode Adeyemi. In today's video, we'll be talking about rate limits, why we need rate limit and why we should implement rate limit in our application. So, before we move forward, so there are different ways whereby we can actually um, apply rate limit in our application on our server. So we can apply it through our DNS service or on the app service. Also, we can also implement it by our API gateway. Good example is Nginx reverse proxy. However, the process is very complex, it takes time. But I won't cover that in this video. Hopefully in my subsequent video, I will actually create a topic on that. So in today's video, we'll focus on the DNS side and also on the app side on how to handle or implement rate limit on our service. So what is rate limit? Rate limit is an essential control mechanism that restrict how users send requests to your server or API or an application. So the reason for this is to actually prevent users from abusing your server. So many things can actually goes wrong when you don't apply rate limit to your application. A good example is an attacker can actually send malicious requests onto your server that could actually try as much as possible send a thousands or hundred of requests within a short period of time just to see how protected your server is. So you need this, every application need this. But based on priority, right? I believe every fintech company needs rate limit. So because you are actually dealing with a financial institution, but it doesn't actually exclude other companies or other projects from applying rate limits. So let's move on. So how to resolve rate limits? So we resolve it on DNS level and app level. So a simple app I'm using is a Node.js Express app. Um, then also the DNS service I'm using is Cloudflare. So common use cases, like I said, protect public API from being spam, prevent DDoS attack, and also ensure fair share of resources. So we don't want a case whereby some users have better privilege of using the resources while others actually struggle maybe to log in or to actually use a service. Also, rate limits avoid high server load from automated scripts. Someone could actually create a script just to stress your server, just to prevent your servers from actually running over time. Yeah, so that is that on that. So let me take you through the code. So in today's video, this is a Node.js application. So I will explain how it is implemented. So the library itself is rate limits app, which is express rate limits, which I have it here in my line 6. Yeah. So this is my backend service. We'll be talking about different service using this same sample backend service. So for us to capture the real IP address, because this server is running um, behind Cloudflare DNS, so I added this as part of my middleware. So we call this middleware. Then apply rate limit. Um, on this window, we want it to actually um, run for 2 minutes. So this is milliseconds. Then 10 requests. So we actually set a maximum of 10 requests from a single API before we block the users. So then the message which the user actually get to see. So I so after running this after making this request over time, so we send a too many attempt, please try again. Then we log the IP. I will take you through all of this. Okay, so the next part here now is skip. So this skip means that are you applying rate limits on your server on the backend service? So some users might actually skip this on their dev environment. So you can just actually put your condition here, but in our case here, we don't want to skip it for the purpose of this video. Yeah. So the next part now is we're going to the server. So this is the server. I've actually created a sample video. So let's go to let's start from um on the DNS side, which is Cloudflare. So this is my domain name, kelseyblog.com. So I I I record this subdomain test, then I map it to this IP address. So this instance is running on EC2 instance. You could actually use your, you could actually deploy this app on your preferred web server. Maybe you'll be hosting it on GCP or Azure. I choose to use AWS. So just to set up a server, nothing complicated. But if you want to know how to do that, you can check my other previous video on how to create an instances. So that is all on that. So this is the backend service API/X. So this is my IP address. So I will take you through this one step at a time. So let's go to security. So on security, we'll create a security rules. So I have two rules here. I have the block IP address rules and the rate limit rules. So what my block IP address rules does is that I want to block these users from going to my web server, going to my service, my backend service or web service, whichever service it is. Why I'm doing this is because I notice this user is actually abusing my service, so it's preventing other users from making successful requests to my server. Yeah. So this is the rate limit rules. So what this rules does is that want to apply these rules on a URL path. Then the operator, there are many operators here. You can go through it and play around with it. So this should be applied to any path /API/ this is the wildcard. Then the request is 5 requests for 10 seconds. For the purpose of this demo, you could actually update this to the number of requests you want to actually block. So it depends on you. Yeah, so for the purpose of this video, I did this. That's that. Then I will enable this here. So let me enable this. Yeah, I've enabled it. So this is the request. This is coming from the backend. Actually, this is coming from the backend. So on the DNS side, let's try to make subsequent requests. The first one was successful. We make up to 5 requests. We'll be blocked from Cloudflare. So this on the backend side. For some reason, let's go through the condition again. 5 requests exceeded 10 seconds. Okay, enable that. It takes time to to apply this rule. So this on the backend side. So this will expire for 2 seconds. Let me pause this.